So I'm going to give a personal review after signing up with Infinity Pilot and how actually powerful this is. Now, this is just a perspective sharing video here. I'm not here to sell anything. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm just sharing my honest opinion about Infinity Pilot after I've enrolled. So if we look at Infinity Pilot, the price range for some people I think is a lot, right? Now, if we look at employees, and depending on what state you're in and how much you have to pay in employee taxes and as well as hourly taxes, maybe they have some vacation pay, you have to add an extra hour to every hour, whatever the cost may be. Look at this here. Imagine looking at this phone system, because this phone system is going to be a clone of yourself or your best employees or your best salesmen or your best script that you may have. It's almost just cloning yourself. And let's take, for example, you get 10 to 50 calls a day and you have to repeat yourself, or your employee team member has to repeat themselves over and over and over. All right. That's a lot of money you're paying hourly per employee if you have to always. And so imagine just you doing that, paying the employee to be a robot. But you can't, we're human. And I understand that my team and my employees cannot be robots. At some point, their mental energy, the fatigueness is going to kick in. And now the quality of their voice, their care, their passion, compassion maybe, will start to kind of lower, right? So imagine you can clone this brain, which I have on Infinity Pilot. I've cloned my brain. I've gotten the best script and I fine-tune it over and over and over. And I've made this clone of myself into Infinity Pilot, where they can answer 50 calls, 100 calls, doesn't matter the number, 1,000 calls, and answer your customer's question, the frequent FAQ questions, repeatedly the same way you do, without you having to do it and without you having your employees to do it. Now you can look at their hourly rate that you're paying them, or salary, to be utilized, their energy, their value, your employees' values, your employees' energy, your employees' focus on other parts of the business. And something I always told one of my partners a long time ago is, he said, well, just keep them busy because we're paying them. The one thing I said to him, I said, well, wait a minute. Why would I want to keep my employees busy when they're doing jobs that are maybe worth, let's pretend, I'm just throwing a theoretical number, $5 an hour. That means that the value your employees are putting into your business, you're paying them, pretend, $15 an hour, but the job you're doing is a $3 an hour job, right? Now, I'm not degrading anyone here. I'm saying realistically, in a experience standpoint, their jobs, it would be better if you could pay them $15 an hour and give them a job that's actually worth $25 an hour, right? Or $30 an hour. You're going to get more value from your employees and your team and the people you work with, instead of paying them the $15 an hour and having them do 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 or $10 hour jobs, right? We have to always be really mindful of, especially when I'm building teams and hiring people and building departments and training platforms. It's so important that we look at our team and say, well, I am paying them $20 an hour. Are they doing jobs that are actually $20 an hour? Or 15 an hour or 10 an hour? Are they worth 10 an hour jobs? Can we have a VA do it, right? Can we have an intern do it? So at the end of the day, you kind of have to always calculate the pennies and dollars and taxes that goes into each employee. So imagine being able to replicate Infinity Pilot over and over and over again, yourself, sorry. You're replicating yourself, your people, the best people, your A players, right? To become the automated Infinity Pilot. It takes a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, a little bit of focus, a little bit of consistency. And once you have programmed that thing, programmed Infinity Pilot, we call it the lab, right? It's called the lab. Once you have programmed that, you can stand back, put your arms up, focus on other bigger projects where your team can actually assist you in, so that Infinity Pilot is really paying for itself. Infinity Pilot is really just actually paying you back in a way, if you look at it that way, right? You're paying $20 an hour to an employee, but they're doing $40 an hour job, $50 an hour job, right? And that's always going to vary a little bit. I'm not going to comment too much on that. Okay, so I hope that this video kind of just shapes your perspective, and it shaped my perspective as I do it more, as I clone myself and my best sales team and sales reps, or even customer service representative. I take their scripts and I put it into this brain of the lab of Infinity Pilot, and it's seamlessly able to do that. So much more consistent, but sometimes even better, right? And I can go on about better because their tones are different. Maybe their response timing is different. Things of that nature. There's a lot of nuances when it comes to a phone-to-phone conversation. There's so much nuance lost because there's no facial expression. But at the end of the day, it's about how we tone our words and the content of the words we choose. Infinity Pilot's going to take care of that for you guys. I'm so glad I got on board. I hope that this video kind of just gives an honest review on why I love Infinity Pilot. And I only got started like 3 months ago. Now, as I'm doing it more, I have so much more ideas now. Wow, this can do this, this can do that. It can link to, it can API and connect to our internal systems. It can it can learn your internal systems. It can start to respond to customers, whether it's a sales call or a frequent asked question Q&A call. Maybe it's, hey, where's your address? Where are you guys located? Man, I'm tired of telling people how to get to my location. I'm tired of people how to get to our website. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm sure you don't either. And I'm sure for you to actually pay somebody an hourly rate to do that, that's sort of mundane, right? At some point, we have to look at our employees that are in our best interest. How do we have a healthier work environment for them, a healthier mindset for them, a more energetic, enthusiastic, and more motivated position versus just kind of doing the same redundant thing over and over and over. So I hope this video kind of just maybe answer some of your questions. I'm here to support. Actually, so I'm actually not working for Infinity Pilot. I'll give it an honest review. I do earn a small affiliate fee. If you click on the link below, you can even set up a call with me. I can answer some of your questions outside of the company. That's something I do a lot for friends and other networks that I try to help their business. So I am actually doing this just from the kindness of my heart. I get a small commission to just refer you to the link down below, but at the same time, I'm here to deliver value to you as well, to answer some of the questions that you may, maybe you have some questions that I haven't answered here or even queried in your mind yet. So I'm here to actually provide those questions. Just text me and I will respond as fast as I can. I build, I have a company of about 50 people right now, and I was actually in the process of building out our phone etiquette training. And after I came across this Infinity Pilot here, I have to say it's actually worth the pennies that if you calculate those pennies in that worthwhile way. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. Do yourself a favor, just try it out for a couple months, commit to it. You're going to see some results. You're going to get more creative ideas as to how you can actually save yourself more time, save your staff, team members more time, and, really focus on the value and the important part of the projects and move those projects along. So you don't have to, spend time just picking up that phone and answering the same questions over and over and over. All right. You have a beautiful day. Bye.